Hello everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. I am very excited to share with you guys my tips and tricks on some of my favorite products and makeup looks. If you guys want to see how I got this glittery fall glam, then please keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Okay, so I had already prepped my skin with my skincare, so I'm just going to go in with my primers, and the one I'm using right now is the NYX Pore Filler Stick and also the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just really wanted a smooth canvas to work with, and I really like how these two combined to just smooth out my pores and my skin. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer so I can have my eyes prepped and primed. That way I can go in with the eyeshadow right now. Okay, so now I'm going to be setting that concealer with the shade Tea Light in the Dose of Colors Baked Browns eyeshadows palette. And after I'm done setting it, I'm going to be using the shades Deserted and Outdoorsy in the same palette to blend in my crease. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, and I'm going to use this shade ICYMI, and I'm going to blend that all over my crease as well. And then I'm going to be using the shade called Feel Free in my outer corner. That way I could just deepen it up a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to be using the shade Feel Free from the Colourpop and also the shade Rock Bottom from the Baked Browns Dose of Colors palette. So I'm just going to go back and forth and darken my outer corner because I felt like the Feel Free from the Colourpop one was just a little bit too warm, so I wanted it to be a little bit darker. And then I'm going to be going into the shade called Dark Date. I wanted the Garden Date, I'm sorry. I'm going to go into that shade and I'm going to be putting it all over my lid. And then after that, I'm going to be going into the shade called Early Morning. I felt like that was a perfect orange glitter that I wanted in my eyes. I just felt like it was so fall, and I just thought that it was really pretty for this look. Okay, so I did do my eyeliner off camera. Since for some reason I couldn't find a black gel liner, I decided to go in with this dark blue one. It's called DTLA from Colourpop. I feel like that's a really good trick if for some reason you just can't find that black gel liner. Then you can just use a color that's also dark enough, like a dark green, a dark purple, dark blue. And you could just go over with it with a dark black eyeshadow or any dark eyeshadow that you would wish to use for the look. So I'm just patting in my black eyeshadow from another Colourpop palette. And I'm just cleaning up the edges now with the same concealer from e.l.f. I really like this one. I really like how full coverage it is, and I'm just trying to sharpen it up. That way it doesn't look messy and it looks neat, and I'm just blending it with my beauty blender. Okay, so now that I already blended that concealer, I'm going to go in with my foundation from Makeup Forever. So this is their new one. Personally, I had never tried their old one, so I can't really say the difference between that one and this new one. But I really do like this one. I remember the first time I tried it, I didn't really like it. I felt like it was a little too dry. But maybe it was because, like, I don't know if I wasn't putting enough of my moisturizer, but I really do like it now. I feel like it looks so beautiful, especially with the primers that I put. I feel like it looks so smooth and so glowy. I just love it. So now I'm just going to be going in with a black eyeshadow that I had from one of my Colourpop palettes. But you can just use any black eyeshadow. I felt like for this look, I just wanted the outer corners to be just a little bit darker. So that's why I decided to go in with a black. But if you like it just like that, then you can just leave it like that. Or if you want to also put some black eyeshadow in your outer corner, then you could do that too. So now I'm just putting on some mascara from Tarte. This is the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. And I'm just blending in my outer corner just a little bit more. And from the leftover concealer that I did have on my hand, I'm just putting it under my eyes, and now I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting powder. I really love this one. And especially with the Dermablend loose setting powder, I feel like these two together make your under eyes and just your face in general so smooth and so poreless. So I definitely recommend these two. So now I'm just sweeping off that excess loose setting powder that I did have under my eyes. Usually I don't really like leaving it on there for a long time, just for a few seconds, because I do have dry skin. So I just like that effect that it has just for a few seconds. And I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. This is one of her new ones, or the only one she actually has. I really love this one. I really like how it is so easy to blend, and I really like how it looks on my skin tone as well. Now I'm just contouring my cheeks, my forehead, and also on the jawline, or the double chin area, just to hide that double chin. And I'm also just, whatever is on the brush from that powder that I did sleep away, I'm just putting it on my face and patting it. That way it can be a little bit more matte. And I'm also using that same black eyeshadow that I used on the outer corner, that left over also. I'm just using it under my eyes. That way it can just look a little bit darker. And now I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. I really love how this looks, especially after being blended into the skin with the Beauty Blender. So do you see how make a difference it actually makes, that setting spray? So my face was looking really dry and matte, but now it just looks a lot more luminous and beautiful and a little bit more alive. So now I'm going in with the finishing powder from the Hourglass Ambient palette. This is the elephant version, and then I'm just going in with the bronzing shade and bronzing up my face. And I'm just going over where I did contour with that Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. So I did realize that I'm jumping in with like different types of mirrors. I'm grabbing one, then I'm setting it down, then I'm grabbing another, but I'm sorry for that. I'm just contouring my nose with the same bronzer shade from that Hourglass palette. And then I'm going in with my puff and also just blending it a little bit more. And now I'm just mixing both of the blush shades and I'm putting it on my cheeks. I did feel like it was a little bit too pink for my liking, and I didn't really think they matched really well with the look. So you're going to be seeing me right now get the Makeup by Mario blush. I believe it's the Creamy Peach. Yeah, it's the Creamy Peach one. So I'm just going with that one, and I just felt like it was a little bit better, in my opinion. So I'm just going over with a Beauty Blender, making sure everything is blended and smooth. And after all, I did end up finding my black gel liner. So I did go over my lash line with the Marc Jacobs gel liner. It's the black one. Yesterday when I was trying to link everything, I did realize that it was discontinued. So sorry for that. I didn't know. But I can also, you guys can use other brands. For example, like Maybelline really has good ones. Or just any black gel liner that you guys like will work for this look too. So now I'm just going to go in with the 432 from the Ardell Naked Vault. So I was initially thinking of going with the 433, but I just felt like it was just a little bit too natural. So I wanted something a little bit more dramatic. So that's why I decided later on to go in with the 432. And I'm going in with the House of Lash Glue. And first I went with the clear, but then I remembered that I had used, I was wearing a black liner. So that's why I decided to go with the black one. This is from the Sephora Holiday Kit. It's like a little duo. I really like these lash glues, by the way. I feel like they stay for a really long time on your eyelashes if you are looking for something affordable, and especially now with the Sephora sale, I think it'd be a really good purchase for you to get if you are interested. And now I'm just going in with the Monsieur Big Lash Mascara from Lancôme. And I wanted to use something that was going to make my eyelashes look a little bit bigger. So that's why I went with this one. And I used it under my eyelashes. And I'm really glad that I did use these 432 lashes from the Ardell Naked Vault. I felt like it was just perfect for this look. I'm just going over my eyebrows one more time with the ABH Brow Pomade. And usually I like to start off with my eyebrows, but I felt like because of the whole powders and foundation, I just felt like they were getting a little too light, and usually I like my eyebrows looking a little bit darker, especially for this look that looks a little bit more bold and glittery and glam. So that's why I'm going over it. And I really like the brow pomade from Anastasia because I feel like it was giving me the perfect look that I wanted for my brows. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know they're uneven, but I mean, brows are sisters, not twins. So that's why I'm going over with some concealer, because I did feel like it was a little bit thick. So that's why I wanted it to be a little bit thinner and just a little bit more even though I know it's hard for it to actually look the same. But as you can see, I did get some of the brow pomade from blending it in with my beauty blender. So I'm just going over my under eyes, and I'm just using some highlighter from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Golden Flower Crown, and I really like this one because I feel like for it being affordable in a drugstore, it performs pretty well, and I really like it. I definitely recommend it if you guys are interested in trying a highlighter from the drugstore, especially from Wet n Wild. So I'm just going over everything one more time with my beauty blender, and I do try to blend a lot, even though sometimes I don't have the time, especially with the baby. That's why I was trying to look over to see if he had woken up, but no, he was still sleeping. I'm just going in with my highlighter from Wet n Wild in my inner corners. I really felt like that gave that pop and that extra glam that this look needed. Okay, so now it's time for the lips. So I'm going to be going with my NYX Line Loud liner, and it's in the shade Total Baller. This is definitely such a beautiful shade. I remember when I saw it in the store, I was like, should I just get one or two? But if you go to Ulta or if you see it anywhere, make sure you get like two or three, because sometimes it's really hard to find. And I'm just honestly going to stock up on them because they're so beautiful. Especially, I love the shade. It's just so creamy. So now I'm going to go with the actual lipstick, and this is from the Trio Taste of Bubbly Mini Lipstick Kit, and I really love the Dulce Hooray one. I just feel like this combo is so beautiful and so great together, especially for fall. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye!